Hello, friends, and welcome to Troytle Power Presents Power Playthroughs Project with Troytle Power. I'm your host, Troytle Power. This is the podcast where we play games in a powerful way. Gosh, that music's great, isn't it? I actually restarted my setup on this because I wanted to make sure I got the beginning of this song in. It's so good. Today we are taking a look at Save Me Mr Tako, which is a game by Christoph Galati that the copyright shows 2014 to 2021. This game's had an interesting history. I don't know where it came out originally back in 2014. What I do know is it was available on the Switch. I always had my eye on it as like a cool Game Boy style adventure game, but I never ended up picking it up. And then one day it just disappeared from the eShop. It was just gone. And it turns out what happened is that the developer and the publisher had a parting of ways, and the game... Ooh, it's telling me story now. No, don't tell me story yet. Shh. Go back to the title screen. We'll get to story in a second. They had parting ways, game disappeared from the eShop. Now it's back. Save Me Mr Tako Definitive Edition is actually what we're going to be playing, which has come back thanks to the publisher Limited Run Games picking it up to work with the developer. And Limited Run Games actually was kind enough to provide me a copy of this to check out today, so I'm very excited to be playing it. It comes out on May 5th. This podcast might be coming out on May 4th, or it might be coming out May 5th. It just depends on how quickly I get it edited. But yeah, we're going to check out a little bit of Save Me Mr Tako here. Let me switch over to so the video can see the game here. Look at it in all its glorious Game Boy glory. You're a little octopus. Okay, here's the story mode. It says, a long time ago, octopuses were the dominant species on Earth. I said the story mode, I just mean this is the story. They were the guardians of the memory of an ancient world. And we're seeing like a brick wall in the background with paintings on it. And use their wisdom to rule peacefully. Paintings of octopuses and suns and stuff. But that was before the rise of a new species. And now we see what looks like a man standing next to some tiny octopuses. Humans. And it shows someone holding up an octopus. Since the advent of humanity, a curse was struck upon the octopus people. Oh, he's standing on an octopus. Hunted, eaten, used. They were forever condemned to stay under the sea. Forgotten and declining over the centuries. One octopus decides to avenge the honor of his kind and put an end to the human species. In an attempt to reverse the curse, he begins a crusade to kidnap human children and plunges the world into war. There is but one last hope for the world, and this hope is you. Cool. So the title screen is all green like a classic Game Boy, but then when it was telling me that story mode, it was all colors of blue. So it's giving me vibes of when you played a regular Game Boy game on a Game Boy Color, and there would just be like weird palettes of color that didn't quite work right. That's kind of what it feels like to me. Anyway, we'll go ahead and press A to begin here, and we will go to, let's check options first, as we always do. Volume is 100%, current palette is auto. And then there's a bunch of different color palettes you can choose from. Wow, there's 16 different palettes you can choose from. But I'm going to leave it on auto because that way the game is going to change it as it thinks it's appropriate. Enable grid puts a little bit of a pixel grid in place. We are definitely going to have that on. Language is English, screen mode. Oh, you can put it so it's on a Game Boy Color screen. Oh, that's adorable. It can have a screen border on it like it's a Game Boy. And you can even have it like... There's 3 different types of borders you can have on. We'll have it on 0. Oh my gosh, and then when you have it on a condensed version, you can, instead of the Game Boy screen, you can have other things around the edge. I love it. Photosensitivity we'll leave off, and we will go ahead... Ooh, let's check music real quick. What are our options here? You can just listen to the music. Cool. That's awesome. You can use it as a little Game Boy style jukebox. But we're going to go straight into play here. We're going to choose save file 1. Difficulty, we can do heart, which adds 3 hearts for players who want to enjoy the story. Or standard, 1-hit deaths, start with 10 lives. Or classic, limit to 9 lives, brings more tension and challenge. But it tells me at the bottom here, you can change the difficulty later in the Octopus Village, which is great. So we're going to play it on standard. And here we go. We're looking at some purple flames and a thing spinning around, and it said, somebody presents, I didn't get the name, a game by Christoph Galati, and we see like jellyfish floating through the water on a blue screen, and our camera's going up to the deck of a ship maybe, where there's 2 humans standing in a storm, And someone says, I really hope we find this island soon. We need to get the princess to its temple. And the other one, or then he says, maybe the same guy says, it's the only way to end this war. It doesn't really tell me who's talking. I'm gonna say the other kid then says, I just want to go home. This storm is scary. What do you think's gonna happen if they show up? Who? The octopuses. And then an octopus jumped up on and stabbed the guard, and a bunch of other octopuses jump up, including me. And I've got a little spear I can poke out, and I'm wearing like a helmet. I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier octopus right now, breaking some boxes open and jumping from boat to boat. Can I talk to this guy? This is your first battle? We don't have a choice if we want our species to survive. All right, let's jump up into the rigging and break some more boxes. Oh my gosh, this music though, it's so good. Is this a person here? Can I talk to them? There's just like somebody leaned up. Maybe that's supposed to be a dead person there. Maybe that's what that is. Anyway, here's a door. Let's go inside it. And inside, somebody says, please don't hurt me. I'm gonna hurt you, friend, because I'm an octopus soldier and it's my job. Can I talk to him? Oh, you're not here to kill me? Not like it matters anyway. There's no way I'm making it off this boat. I guess there's nothing to lose then. Mind if I ask you a favor? If you ever find yourself in Sirona, would you give this to my wife? You obtained the cute ribbon. Alright, I guess I'm not here to kill them. Thought I was. Let's go break some more jars open. Ooh, we found something. Some ink, maybe? And here we're a cutscene of the leader octopus with a woman standing very close to the edge of the boat, dangerously close, you might say. And she says, you may have won this battle, but it's just the beginning of the war. I swear we will avenge this attack on my honor and my royal name, Muriel. And the octopus pushes her off the boat into the water, and then I go diving in after it, and I throw my helmet off, and I triumphantly dive in and grab her and swim away. I love it. I love it so much. Now the screen fades in. We're on a green color palette and we're on a beach. She's laying there and my octopus goes and dives back in the water. She sits up and looks around. And above her there's a fairy floating in the sky, and there it says, Save Me Mr Tako Definitive Edition. Why have I not been taking screenshots? Shame on me. Wow, what a cool opening. But why did I decide to betray my people and instead save the girl? I don't know yet. Don't know. Guess we'll find out together. Back underwater now. It's blue palette, and my little octopus is singing a song. And then somebody says, again with this song. And they jump up next to me and says, word around the village is you saved a human. Brother, I thought I had gotten through to you. Humans are not like us. They're monsters. Everything is ready for my announcement tonight. I'll see you there, won't I? Oh, I nearly forgot. They're looking for you up at the castle. I guess they're having problems finding the princess again. And he goes running off the screen. And now I'm in control, and I'm gonna go look for the castle, I suppose. So was my brother the leader of them? Oh, it says ocean now. And a door opened up. Very Kirby Dream Land style. I go through it because it said 1. Oh, I don't have a spear anymore, but I can spit blobs of ink. Oh, I see up in the top left though. I have a gauge for ink. Can I double jump? Nope. Just a single jumping octopus. This is so cute. There's crabs and fishes, and I've got a. Oh, can I wall jump? No. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, I can ink the fish and then jump on the fish. So when I ink something, they become a platform for me. That's really neat. Ooh, what did I find? I found a feather or something? Whatever it is, I have 11 of them now. Is that lives? Didn't it say I start? No, I started with... I don't remember how many lives I started with. Okay, I gotta wait for this fish to get in a better position for me to ink him. Boop. All right, and then we jump on his back and then jump over, and there's a sign. It says, caution, don't forget to look down before you jump. And I got a gem. I have 8 gems now, and 11 feathers or whatever those are. So if I hold down, I can see below me so that I don't jump on a crab. Picking up gems, jumping over pits. Here's some more ink for me. Jump over a pit. There's a big sign here. I think that's like a checkpoint because it's got my face on it. Cute! Oh my god, this game's so cute. Oh, that's a block I can stand on. Doesn't do me any good, but I can stand on it. Oh, but it teaches me that I can stand on that block for when I have to freeze this fish in place so that I can jump onto these other blocks that have ink on them and some coins. And oh, so I froze a guy that's like hopping, like up and down, and there's what I think is an extra life above him. There we go. I had to freeze him at just the right height so that I could get to it. So I'm up to 12 of what are maybe lives so far. Ooh. Gotta remember that this is one-hit kills, so I gotta be careful. Oh! So there's two fish swimming around, and I have to freeze them in sequence to make platforms for myself to try to get up to this upper area, and I just missed it. And so now I'm trying again here. Whoop, whoop. All right, we got up there, and there's 3 crystals up here. Give me all that wealth. I'm up to 64. And here's a doorway. And my octopus does a little dance and goes through the doorway. That's the end of level 1, and now level 2 opens up. So I had in my head that this game was gonna be Zelda vibes, is what I was picturing. And you know, I love a game with Zelda vibes very, very much. But I do have Blossom Tales, which I've only barely just played so far, and then also I'm of course playing Oracle of Ages for the podcast here. So I was like excited about this game, but I was a little bit like, oh man, it's gonna be another Zelda game, so I gotta really focus in on it and like what differentiates it from the other Zelda games I'm playing. But it's more of a Kirby-like so far. There's a sign that said, don't forget to look down. Oh, so that I don't fall in a pit, you mean? And I don't know if maybe as I go, is this gonna be a genre bending game where like it starts off Kirby and then becomes Zelda? I mean, I could see that being the case, but I really don't know for certain. Like I said, ooh, there's an otter maybe who says, "Hey, you octopus there." And he comes up to me. He says, "You a taco, yes? I've just returned from above the water. Your brother and I went on a grand quest together. He told me much about you. But now there's a problem. I've lost a precious item. You'll help me find it, yes? I will be ever grateful." Of course I will. I didn't have an option. I just, you know, Taco just seems like that kind of guy. I was saying that I don't know a whole lot about this game because like it was one that I always had like as a, ooh, I should probably pick that up sometime on Switch. And then I never did. And then when I saw it was coming back, I was like, I definitely want to check this out this time around. And so I like intentionally didn't look up a whole lot about it because, you know, the original game's been out for a while. So I knew that if I looked too hard, I'd see everything about it. And I didn't want that. So I kept myself a little blind. And I'm delighted to have done so because this is totally different from what I expected and totally delightful. I'm on like a sunken ship here. There's a life up on top of the mast, and I'm trying to... I gotta freeze some fish so that I can get to that, what I think is a life. Now, do I need it? No, not really. I mean, like I said, I think those are lives, and I've got 14 of them, which seems like more than enough for the time being, but it just feels like I should, you know? Alright, there we go. There it is, got it, 15 of them. Alright, let's look down here. Can go down here and get some coins. Ooh, here's a door into the sunken ship. Oh, now we're in a grayscale color palette inside the ship. There's some crabs crawling along. Ooh, and a big old book. You found a mysterious book. Quickly go and return it to its owner. So that must be what that river otter wanted. I guess he must be a sea otter if he's hanging out with an octopus, huh? Not a river otter. It wouldn't make much sense for it to be a river otter. Oh, I just had a moment of panic. I thought I wasn't recording, but I am. You got my book back. Give it to me. I admit I lied about losing the book. I just wanted to test you. But it is still important. I have filled it with relics from my adventure with your brother. What kind of relics? I will tell you soon. Find me in town. I will give you a reward and introduce you to my life's work. Alright. I don't know what this voice I'm doing for this guy is. Ooh. Oh, so if I jump and I'm like right at the edge of a ledge, Taco like grabs it and lifts himself up over the last little bit of the ledge. That's great. Hey, there's the end of the level. Alright, and that makes a big door open up that does not have a number on it. So Doors 1 and 2 had numbers above them. This one just is a big door. There's also guys floating around that are totally platforms. Ooh, I bounce off of them. Is there anything cool you're gonna bounce me to, friends? No, not really. You're just fun to bounce on. Alright, cool. Let's go through this big door. And inside the big door, we're now in Octopus Village. Let's check the sign. Octopus Village. Okay, cool. There's people here. Can I talk to them?
I think I'd quite enjoy meeting the fairy, if only I could be more like Bako.
Baka must be my brother. There's something in this coral. I just know there is. Oh, well, I don't have a way to break through coral yet, friend, but maybe someday I will. This guy says,
The otter who lives here has tons of hats. She's obsessed with them. So why won't she let me buy a single one?
Is this where the otter is? It is. She's a she, apparently.
Hey, Tako, you've come to my hat shop. Wonderful, aren't they? You think they're tacky, don't you? Well, you're wrong. If they contain fantastic powers. These hats, they're my life. I have filled an entire book with their wonders. Here's an idea. You'll be on your way to the human world soon, yes? I will keep and take care of the hats you find there. So we have a deal? Good. To celebrate, I offer you this welcome hat. You obtain the Hat of Friendship. Friends make good shields. You can take an extra hit. And it's a little heart on top of my head. Oh my gosh, I love it. That reminds me a lot of Oracle of Ages, because the first ring you get is the Ring of Friendship. Ooh, this might be the castle. I see a guard. Let's talk to this guy. I lost my Ring of Friendship, or my Hat of Friendship. Is that an enemy? Why did I... Oh, no, if you press X, you spit out your hat. I see. Okay, that was my bad. So, how do I get up higher in this castle, then? Surely this is the castle. Ah, here we go. Thank goodness you're here. Wouldn't you know it? I can't find the princess anywhere. No doubt she's gone into those ruins again. Could you be a dear, bring her back home? I saw her heading toward the west end of the village. You know, the one in that murky little cove next to your house? Alright, do I have like a... Let's press select. Oh, that popped my hat off. Let's press start. Just pauses, it gives me resume or exit level. I wonder if I get a map at some point or something. Murky little cove next to my house. What does this sign say? Small wave. Okay, it's just a dead end and it says small wave on a sign. I don't know what that means. The west end would be this way, where I started from. Okay. I'm back on the level select screen, and it added a new opening up where I bounced on these bouncy jellyfish's heads to get to. So we'll bounce on over there, and it's level 3. We go through level 3. Ooh, it looks like I can go up and to the left on level 3. There's no cool secret in there, but up in the sky above me, I can see there is some treasure. Oh! I landed on an enemy's head. I think I took one hit. But I still have my hat, so I don't know how to tell for sure. I'm bouncing up where I saw that treasure earlier, picking up some coins and stuff, picking up some ink, climbing up ever higher. There's a... I guess I'm gonna assume that squids are my enemies, because surely they're not other octopuses, right? That would be weird. I got a checkpoint, and there's a thing floating in the air that says hat. Oh, and I can change my hat. There's a bow. Oh, the bow... Wait, what does the bow do? So... Huh. I have a bow equipped now. I don't know exactly what it does, but I have it equipped. Ooh, I didn't look where I was jumping and almost died. Well, maybe I didn't almost die, but it sure felt like I almost died. Okay. We're gonna jump on top of these jellyfishes and try to get what I believe is an extra life. Got it. Get some ink. Some treasure down here. Breaking pots. Shooting crabs. There's like a crate shoved into a corner in a way that's very conspicuous. Maybe I will later get a hat that allows me to destroy crates. Okay, getting some treasure, and it looks like this is gonna be the entrance. I see there's an edge of a ship here, so I think I just need to get around into that somehow. Oh, here's the end of the level. Okay.
Go through the door, and that opened up a like castle-shaped doorway without a number above it. So we'll go in there, and it's the ancient ruins. Is there gonna be enemies here, or just my friend I'm looking for? My friend being the princess.
Tako, you're here! Wait, did the guards ask you to find me? When will they stop treating me like a child? I wish they'd understand. I just want to learn the history of our people. Oh, would you like to see?
And she's gonna take me on a tour where there's these big brick walls painted with paintings of octopuses and stuff.
A long time ago, octopuses ruled over the world. But our world is collapsing and the human realm is rising. It is my duty as princess to restore our glorious past.
And she jumps up towards one of them. And now Tako and her are standing up by the wall with a big painting on it. And she says,
"Do you remember the song I taught you? Only part of it? Okay, then let's sing it together."
And now they're singing. Ooh, and the screen's shaking and stuff. And they're both like freaked out looking, and she says,
"Are you okay?"
oh, and the pillars we were standing on collapse. And we fall into darkness. We landed right in front of a door, and there's pillars blocking a path to the right with some coral behind it, so we'll go through the door. Are we in like a dungeon level now? What is this? There's all these places where there's like doors blocking my path. Go through an opening here. Oh, there's a button. Push the button and that opened up a pathway. Okay. Okay, we're back in the same room we were in, but now we opened up pathways. Okay. Okay, so we'll go through this doorway. There's a button. Pick up some ink. Oh no, I fell to my death! Yep, so those things I've been picking up are lives. I'm now at 16 lives. Oh, I accidentally reclosed the doorway. Let's reopen that doorway. And go land there. And then I have to go down? Okay, yeah, that's what I just opened up. So we'll go through that, and that's gonna take me to another button, which will open up a door down below. So basically, I'm how do I explain this? It's 2D side-scrolling, but doorways are taking me to different doorways that are still within my view. Like they're on the same screen, but they're taking me to different places, which have different buttons that I can push to open up other doorways in other places. It's hard to describe, is what I'm finding out right now. Hello, that's a bow. Yes, please, I want a bow. How do I get, I can't, there we go. You obtained the Prince Hat. It comes with a bow and arrow and makes you look quite princely. I've got like a cool hat with a big arrow, or a big feather in it. This hat's full of energy, grants you an extra heart, and can't be lost in a dungeon. Cool, and now instead of bubbles, I shoot arrows. And that opened up another door, so we'll go shoot an arrow through that door to hit a button, which opens up another pathway for me. We'll go through there. Another button, another pathway. And, I have to shoot an arrow back through the door to switch the switch again, which you can do with only ink bubbles. You have to do it with an arrow, my friends. Oh. Let's get up a little higher and shoot another arrow, open up another pathway, pick up some gems, and go through a door. This is sweet. There's nowhere for me to go. He makes like a sad face. Screen fades to black. And there's the princess, and she says,
"Tako, where are you? Guess I'll have to find the way out on my own. Again."
And now I'm playing as the princess. Didn't expect that. Okay. She can shoot like tiny little bubbles. I think hers aren't ink bubbles. I think they're just bubbles. Just bubbles. You know bubbles? It's them. But she can still push buttons and open up a path for herself. Different music for the princess, I like that. Let's see. I need to unpress this button in order to make a bridge appear. Oh, not a bridge, just a platform. There we go. Oh, I missed a gem. Go back for it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, jumping across some platforms here, picking up ink. Looks like I can go up through a door. And push that button. Oh, this button's quick. Thankfully, her bubbles float across the screen, so I can hit it, there we go, and get through. All right, do the same thing here. Just send that bubble and get through. That's cool. So her bubbles operate a little differently because they go slower. That's so cool. I love this game. This game's very good. That's my preliminary review of Save Me Mr Tako. It's very good. What's that gonna do? That opens up the thing up there. Okay. That lowers that one. That raises those ones. There we go. And then I should be able to get through there. Hit that button. There we go, and then hit that button, which opens up the pathway forward. But there's 2 doors I gotta open, so we'll go to the other side of this room. It's like this now feels okay. We're over on the Super Switch Club, a Nintendo Online book club thing, which is a podcast that I do with some friends of mine. We're playing Zelda 2, and that's technically a side-scrolling Zelda, but bad. And this feels like good. Oh, I fell to my death. I thought there'd be more stuff down there. That's on me. This feels like what side-scrolling Zelda should feel like, because I'm hitting switches and stuff to open up doors, and then I'm gonna hit other switches to different doors. Like, that's what should happen in a 2 Zelda game. Feels good. I like it. Going down through a big doorway, and there's a giant bubble here. If you fall in battle, a bubble will bring you back here. Oh, so that's like her checkpoint. Okay, cool. Let's open up this door. And she found Tako, who's wearing a nightcap and sleeping. And she says, "Were you here the entire time? Wake up!" And now I'm back in Tako's shoes. "Oh, that's a charming hat. I wonder, could there be other treasures like that here?" "Well, no matter. I've just had another thought. Do you realize we're following the same path our ancestors once did? It's quite extraordinary if you think about it. Let's keep going." And we'll move forward into a room with ornate carvings into the wall and a big statue, and they're standing in front of the statue, and she says, "That's an exquisite statue. What do you think it is, some kind of guardian?" "Either way, looks like this is about the end of our journey." And the guardian opens its eyes. "Oh my, seems I've spoken too soon. I'd use that bow if I were you. Here it comes." And it jumps up into the air, and it's called Golem. And he's climbing up and down the walls and shooting lasers out of his eyes, and I have to shoot him with arrows and not get hit by his eye lasers. Okay, every time I hit him, he closes his eyes. I'm gonna run out of ink here. Well, I'm not like halfway. Come on. Stop closing your eye. Yeah. Got him. He fell to the ground. And a whole bunch of ink and gems showed up, and an extra life. I'm up to 18 lives and 46 gems. Let's talk to the princess. What do you got? She says, "Congratulations. Maybe you're ready for the war after all. And you know what I heard? This temple was once home to our god, the Kraken. So I'm pretty certain Golem here was his guardian. But what does it all mean? Does the Kraken actually exist too? Anyway, the path ends here. Let's go back to the castle for now." And they go running off the screen as it fades to black. And then they appear in front of the King Octopus, who's much bigger. Or maybe that's a prince? I don't know. She says, "I have returned, brother. Have you seen the Chancellor?" "I'm right here, princess." And he appears on top of the brother's head? I'm very confused. "How many times do I have to tell you not to go fooling around in those ruins?" But Chancellor, we fought a golem." It is proof. The Kraken exists." "All right, that's it. Those ruins are much too dangerous. You will not be going back again.
But you don't understand. Looking to the past may be the only way to save our kind. I'll prove it.
And she runs off the screen.
Well, my word. Thank you for bringing her back safe, Tako. Now you must hurry. Your brother is preparing the troops for war. You'll find them gathered at the east end of the village. Good luck.
Alright, that's where we're going to leave it, friends. I get the feeling that we're in a flashback here. That the start of the game where Tako is on the ship, yeah, because he says we're preparing for war, so that happens after this. So presumably something's going to happen where the princess is going to be like, look, when you get on that ship, you got to not kill the human princess. You got to save her for some reason. And then we'll be off on our adventure. But yeah, that's a little bit here of Save Me Mr Tako. Delightful. Utterly delightful. I mean, just listen to that music that's playing still. Come on. You can't do better than that. It's great. Like I said, this is out on May 5th, digitally, and it's coming from Limited Run Games, so there's probably a physical? There's gotta be a physical edition. I haven't actually looked at that. But thank you again to Limited Run Games for providing me a copy of this. I super appreciate it. I super enjoy this game, and I'm really excited to play more of it. Definitely check it out, friends. And until next time, tap A and hope for the best. If you enjoyed my show, it would mean a lot if you would rate and review it on iTunes, share it on social media, or check out my Patreon. You can find all of my stuff at troytlepower.carrd.co.
This has been a presentation
of the We Can Make This Work
Probably Network.
Follow us on Twitter
@ProbablyWork for more of our questionable content.
Also, we have a website called probablywork.com.